And we're back for another episode of Helmet to Helmet Halloween special. Yeah. Oh man. Crazy. Well, last week, all the games and matchups that we've had. And yeah. What do you have to say about that, Adolfo?
Man, bro, this week's been crazy. I'm really proud of myself, mostly. Really made a really big comeback. Did not see that coming. I thought I was going to lose against Manolo.
Yeah.
But hats off to him. Good this week. Hopefully it's not scary how it was last week, but yeah.
Yeah.
It's Halloween. You never know what's going to happen.
So, as you can notice, I am Master Chief. And Adolfo is just a pumpkin.
I'm a pumpkin. Yeah.
Thing is hot under there.
Yeah.
Barely. I can't even see like what I'm supposed to read on my computer about the matchups, but I'm just gonna keep it up like this and then just whatever. Still in the spirit of Halloween. But
There you go. Hey, Master Chief takes it off. Takes it off. Sometimes.
No, he never takes it off, ever.
When he eats, in
Yeah,
private,
he's like the Mandalorian. He only takes it off when he's like by himself.
Yeah.
But we've never ever seen his face.
When he's doing it with Manola,
All right. So, I guess I'll just kick us off with our first matchup. And then with our first matchup, we have your host, the boys are back in town going against Mr. El Ilegal. And crazy matchup on this one. I'm just going to start off with his two El Ilegal's two ballers of the week. And that's just going to be, I'm going to give it to Kenny Golladay, man. Let's see. Kenny Golladay. He's been doing pretty decent in the last couple weeks. Last week he got like 7 targets, 6 receptions. Both last 2 weeks he has passed over 100 yards, which is always really good. No touchdowns, sad to say. They won the game against Jacksonville and Atlanta, but just nothing for him in the end zone. But he's going against Indianapolis. Not the most favorable matchup, but he should do fine. But yeah. Let's see for his next player. I'm gonna have to give it to Boston Scott. And like ever since what's his name left, got injured, Miles Sanders. Yeah, like he's stepped up and he's really taken care of the team. Last week getting like 12 attempts, 46 yards though. But he still got like 18 points, which is pretty decent. Better than most running backs.
Yeah, I'll take that any day.
Yeah, for sure. And going on to Adolfo's team, it's going to have to be A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown, like the last 3 weeks, man, he's just been balling off with 21 points, 22, 27. And he, running 153 yards and a touchdown. Like, God, man. And he's going against Cincinnati, which is another easy defense. And he's just going to go off on this one. Lots of opportunities going for him. And for his last player, it's going to be, who else but Travis Kelce. And last week he didn't do so well. Maybe, I don't know, maybe something was off. He just didn't get the targets that he needed. But before that, he was getting like 12 and 7, and then like getting 8 receptions, 5 receptions, 1 week for 180 yards and a touchdown. And then the week after that was like 65 yards and 2 touchdowns. So he's going against the New York Jets, which is just terrible. Hasn't won a game, and they're just going to walk all over them.
Hey, man, Darnold's back, I think.
Who?
Sam Darnold.
Oh, yeah. But he was back last week, and he didn't do shit.
Oh, was he? Oh, I
yeah.
thought this week was going to be his first day.
No.
Damn.
Yeah. As for my winner of the week, it's really a hard decision to make on this one. If you look at El Ilegal's, He has Carson Wentz going against Dallas, who has just hasn't been looking good lately. Their defense just gives up points like no other business. And he also has Stephon Diggs going against New England. Not the easiest of defenses. In England, it's pretty tough on wide receivers. Alvin Kamara going against Chicago. Chicago's one of the worst teams to go against for running backs. Like, that game is just going to be slow and not a high-scoring game. Like, you'll see Kamara maybe run like 60 yards minimum, but it's not going to be like, his usual like 100 yards per game. I mean, look at what happened last week with the LA Rams. Like, the Rams just couldn't run on that Bear defense. Like, not much of their. I think who else? What's his name? Henderson. I think he got hurt in that game. So yeah, Kamara could get hurt on that. Going against Aaron Donald. And he has Henry, Tyreek Hill, easy New York Jets. It's gonna get a touchdown no matter what. And you look at the Dolphins team. Yes, Tom Brady did really amazing last week. Yes, Thielen and Derrick Henry, Malcolm Brown, Gronk. It's very close, but I'm going to give it to Lodeful on this one.
Damn. You know what? I'm going to have to strongly disagree with you.
Yeah? For sure.
Yeah, man. I think I'm really missing the running back, man, and I don't think Brown's gonna cut it, but he's had some good games, but
that's if Henderson's not playing.
Yeah, it's all gonna depend on that too. But yeah, hopefully Henderson doesn't play. That's my best chance, But yeah, like, I feel like Udi's team is set. Like, every position is good, And for me too, one running back position. So that's the only edge I'm gonna give Uli. So yeah, it's gonna be an interesting game. It's gonna be. I'm not even gonna give it to you, but you're probably gonna win.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a close one.
For sure. All right, you want to take us off on our next matchup?
Yeah. Our next matchup, we're gonna have your hostess of the mostest, Mr. Commissioner Hulk, right here, Mr. Chief, Mr. Halo,
Mr. I can't get a win to save my life.
Samurai, Mr. Comeback of the Week for today. He's gonna go up against Christian over here, who surprisingly has been keeping up.
Yeah.
He, like, I don't know how this guy keeps winning, man, but good luck, man, and I'm real impressed with your team, especially. But yeah, let's kick it off with his team. His number one player, which will be Mr. Who else but this guy, Mark Andrews. Mark Andrews right here has been just outstanding this year. They're going against the Pittsburgh Steelers, who have not let any running backs run at all. So Ingram, Dobbins, Edwards, they're not going to get any scoring touchdowns on this Pittsburgh Steelers defense. So what's Baltimore going to rely on? Their passing. So who's their best receivers? Marquise Brown and Mark Andrews. And
soon to be Dez Bryant.
Soon to be Dez Bryant, yeah. Dez Bryant should be available like in week 9 or 10. But yeah, he's probably gonna make a big impact on this team for sure. But for now, Mark Andrews is gonna carry that team in the shoulders, and yeah, he's gonna be my number one player for Mr. Christian over here. And then for his second player, surprise, surprise, is Mr. AJ Green. AJ Green, man. Yeah, it's gonna be real interesting. Mr. AJ Green has been doing good the past 2 weeks, and let's see if he's gonna be consistent or if he's gonna be a hit or miss kind of receiver. As long as he gets like 15 points, like that'd be like solid. A solid wide receiver get you 10, 15 points every week, like that. Like, that's pretty good. But yeah, man, for sure, Mr. AJ Green's gonna do a comeback. For Mr. Dario, Mr. Commissioner Hulk over here, I'm gonna have his number one player, Kareem Hunt, man. Kareem Hunt. I know he's been kind of slow these past weeks.
Slow.
Yeah, no.
He had one bad week. But like last week, he got did like a 19 points, and I think he got a touchdown.
Yeah. Well, I think he got it like at the end because I saw like in the beginning he wasn't like yeah. So I was like, oh shit, that sucks for that year.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, for sure, Kareem Hunt's gonna do fucking badass. But yeah, man, against Las Vegas, that weak defense, it's been letting running backs just run all over them. So, for sure he's going to get some points right there. For your second player over here, you know what, man? I'm going to have to give it to... probably the same guy from the same game, man, Mr. Darren Waller, man. Then I know he's been doing some good games, some bad games, but
the Walrus
he's gonna show up, man. I feel like he's gonna show up this week, especially against this Cleveland team over here. Aguilar, Ruggs, and Waller, man, like best trio ever for wide receivers. Just Derek Carr, I kind of like the way Derek Carr plays, but he's better than most quarterbacks, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about you, Dalton. I'm talking about you, Cousins. I'm talking about you, Sam Darnold. but yeah. For sure. And for my winner of this week, man, you know what? I'm going to have to give it to... You know what? I'm going to have to give it to Mr. Christian's team over here. I'm sorry, Dario.
Yep.
To scare you this week. But yeah, man. But you know what? Not by a long shot. I think you could make a comeback in this team if you replace your quarterback. I just don't feel good with Cam Newton anymore, bro.
It is what it is. I'm not. Maybe just last week was just a bad week, but even when he came back, he scored like 20 points. So hopefully, he's okay for Buffalo. I'll still look up on that. Yeah.
Well, Buffalo. Up and
I mean, if I don't fucking win this game, like I'll do another hot challenge.
Yeah.
You heard it here. And I'll just say this: I've scored pretty well. Like all my weeks, at least 100 points. I've always scored over 100 points, and I don't know what it is, but anytime I go against somebody, their players go off against mine, and I just can't compete.
Yeah,
but scoring over 100 points is pretty hard. Like not most players score over, like in our league, score over 100 points.
Mm-hmm.
If there is somebody, please say something, because I've looked at my stuff and I've been the only one.
Yeah, man. I don't know. It's just bad matchups, I guess, and yeah, man. But Yeah, for sure, for sure. If you get another quarterback or something, for sure, you could have a chance to beat him. For sure, for sure.
Yeah.
But with Cam Newton there, I just don't see you beating him this week.
Yeah. Yeah, they're like 2-5 or something like that.
Yeah, Patriots should just give up and like just get drafts for next year.
Yeah.
Probably gonna do that.
Oreo. Which I think maybe. What's the rankings in their division? Is Miami in the lead?
Nah, it's Buffalo and then Miami. Like that's what I'm saying. Like, nah, dude, he's not gonna freaking catch
Could we see Miami go to the playoffs?
Dude, that'd be crazy.
Yeah.
Hey man, my
Not
nose
with Tua.
was
Not with
motivated
Tua.
Dolphins, so let's go, baby. Let's go, baby.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, my team's been solid, but just bad matchups.
Yeah.
It happens to the best of us.
I mean, really, like I look at like the weeks, and what the fuck was that? What was that? Did you that?
Huh?
I don't know. It was weird. Anyways, dude, Halloween, woo! Nah, for real, bro. Like, so like something moved.
Yeah.
I just heard. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
whatever.
You're saying?
Dun, dun, dun. Oh yeah, so I was saying, what was I talking about?
I don't know.
But yeah, man. All right, you want to go to your next matchup?
Yes. All right, guys. For our next matchup, we have El Mencho, the 956, going against your Hearst Nightmare. Man, two veterans playing against each other, going head to head. Oh man! So we have. Well, these were our finalists from last year, so man, it's gonna be crazy. So we have
the rematch, baby. Super Bowl rematch from last year, fantasy football.
yeah.
Robert Jr.
All right. So we're gonna look up at El Mencho's team, and for El Mencho's team, I was thinking against this picking him for this week, and that's just gonna be Tyler Lockett, but he played amazing last 2 nights ago, scoring like I think he's been the highest scorer this entire season, getting 53 points, 3 touchdowns, 200 yards, 15 receptions with 20 targets, and he just went off. Like, I played him in other leagues, and I greatly appreciated it from him. He is going against a harder defense, going against San Francisco, but if he can pull like something like 20 points minimum, he should do fine against San Francisco, which is, well, I'll take that back because San Francisco, their defense players are coming back, right? But yeah, let's see. And for our next player,
I think most of them should be back already, but Sherman, I think he's like gonna be the last one that comes back.
yeah.
I think Sherman has like a week or two more, and then he'll come back this week.
And for my next player, it's gonna be Jonnu Smith. Before, I think he had gotten injured like 2 weeks ago. He had some questionable injuries. He hasn't performed like had like what he performed in the first 3-4 weeks. Again, like 2 and 1 point. But he's healthy and he's going against Cincinnati. Easy team for him. So, go Jonnu Smith and the Titans. For your Hurst nightmare. It's going to be Jarvis Landry. Jarvis Landry has, like, that team doesn't have OBJ anymore because he tore his ACL, right? And who's going to have to step up? Jarvis Landry. And what's his name? Richard Higgins. His first name starts with an R. I was trying to go and get him in waivers, but somebody picked him up either way. Anyways, I didn't even bet any money, but person who bid got him for 51. I'm not sure who else bidded for him, but I was trying to get him, but somebody already wanted him more. But that's waivers, man.
Dude, you want to hear some funny? I had my last $30. I have $30 left.
Yeah.
And for my waivers, right?
Yeah.
I was on my last $30, and I was like, you know what? Boom! All those $30 for what's this guy Brown, because Marquise Brown or what's his name?
Yeah. And the Ravens.
Running back for the Rams.
Oh, Malcolm Brown.
Yeah, Malcolm Brown. That guy. Yeah, I went ahead and picked him up, and I had put all $30 there. I was like, fuck it, all in, dude. I really need a running back. Screw it. And then I was like, nah, I don't want to waste all my money already. I'm just gonna do zero. and I did zero, and I got him. I was like, what? I was like, okay. So
yeah, that's how it is.
Yeah, so, sometimes you bet on a player that you think people are gonna get to, and then you learn that no one was interested, and you just got him for free.
Yeah, I definitely, like, this season, learned to love this new waiver system that we have.
Yeah, I really like
the fab method. Man, so last year when we had it, what my issue was, like, oh, this person got first every single time, or like the time that you get first pick in the waiver pick, like it just sometimes those weeks maybe you didn't need a player, and then you're like, oh, well, I'm waiver pick one, I have to pick somebody.
Yeah.
Or when you might not need to, but this one you can choose the times that you really want a player and put your money's worth, or you can just sit back and save your money, and maybe 5 weeks later you could get the player that you really need.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so much fun. I love it. Hopefully we do it again, and I think we will, because a lot of the people like it. There's been times where people mistake and then spend all their money, but that's just how it is. They were warned. And yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And let me just finish off the next baller of the week, and it's gonna be Jonathan Taylor from the Indianapolis Colts. Jonathan Taylor, he's been pretty steady the last 2 weeks. He is coming off a bye week, so he's all rested up. But even before that, he had scored each 15 points. Both getting 12 attempts. One for 57. Oh man, these have been super close. Both weeks were like 57, and the other one was like 60. Except 1 week he got a touchdown, which doesn't make sense. Unless one of them got like more receptions. He's like a receiver, so that's probably why. But yeah, he's going against Detroit, who like Todd Gurley scored twice on, and one by accident. If you saw how that last touchdown.
They're like, only the Falcons.
They don't want to score. But yeah, could easily get 2 touchdowns on this one. Yeah, so yeah, I think he's still their RB1. So, but yeah. As for my winner of the week, oh man, it's gonna be a tough one, but I'm gonna give it to Minshew, the 956 on this one. He's been consistent with his teams, and I think he's gonna just lock it in and get another dub on this one.
But let's see. Yeah, man, I might have to agree with you. I think Minshew, the 956, is for sure gonna win this one. He's gonna keep working his way up to be number one again, for sure. And yeah, man, he's not gonna make it easy for Robert. So Robert's team better have, like I said, and he quoted me in the group chat. To beat Edmencho, you gotta have one of the highest scored games of your freaking season, or just get lucky and Mencho's team just doesn't do good, you know.
Which has happened before.
So
I think at that matchup against Manolo, he scored 90 points. So
yeah.
But
fantasy, things happen, you know.
Not sure about Josh Allen going against New England, and then you have Robinson, who's questionable. He might be injured. I'm not sure if he'll play. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, who's now sharing the ball.
Oh shit! What the
Le'Veon Bell.
fuck is that? Oh, what? Dude, I got scared for a bit. My bad. I thought I saw a ghost behind you.
Oh shit! And the crazy man.
A pervert.
A predator. Yeah. Clyde Edwards-Helaire is sharing the ball with Le'Veon Bell, a veteran, and it's fighting on whoever gets the ball the most. You know, Clyde Edwards, he's done phenomenal this year, but we have Le'Veon Bell who's stepping up, landed a spot in KC, and they're gonna be fighting who gets the ball the most. Where Clyde Edwards better not fumble, because if he fumbles, Le'Veon Bell's going to step in.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's just how it is. That's how football go.
Yep.
He has, Hurst going to Carolina. Not that too exciting on that one. Mixon, who's also questionable, has been hurt. So, yeah, I don't know, man. For bench players, but let's see what's on Robert's team. Giovanni Bernard, Claypool. I'm not sure why he's not playing him. But maybe we'll see him on his roster. Chark is on bye. He picked up Brandon Ayuk, who's been all right the last couple weeks. And he has.
Remember that play from 2 weeks ago? That was crazy when he just jumped over that dude.
Yeah. Even against New England, he scored 17 points and ran for 115 yards. Good pickup by Mr. Your Hurst Nightmare.
And Deebo Samuels is out for this week. He'll be back next week. So for sure, Ayuk is gonna step in this week for sure.
I don't think this is his final setup.
Yeah,
it's definitely gonna be changed last minute for Robert. But we've seen crazier things. So there's no doubt about it that he's able to pull a win.
For sure. He's going to do his homework, and he's going to try to come up with his best lineup possible, and hopefully he gets lucky and has the best lineup he could possibly get. But, yeah.
All right. You want to take up your next matchup?
Yeah. We're going to go ahead and kick it up a notch with Mr. El Paisano. Mr. El Paisano over here. He was pretty banged up last week. And, he still managed to play pretty good. But for this week, his number one player obviously is going to be Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook. He's coming back, and I know he's just coming back from an injury, but this is Dalvin Cook, man. It's the engine of his team. Since he's lost Dalvin Cook, his team wasn't the same, but now he's back, and for sure, he's gonna do good, especially with a rival team going up against the Green Bay Packers. And for his second player, is going to be another player from that game, Mr. Devontae Adams. Mr. Devontae Adams has just been the workload of this guy's team also. As long as he has one of them on his starting lineup, I don't think it's going to be easy to beat this guy. But yeah, man, those two guys are really good. I was thinking about picking Keenan Allen, but he's going against Denver, and that defense is on the top 3 list of the least scored on. So it's
Yeah.
going to be hard to beat him, and they just beat the Patriots too. So yeah, it's pretty crazy there. And for Mr. El Sicario de LA. We've been seeing Mr. Sicario de LA start off strong and then ending a little bit slow, but I feel like he's gonna make a comeback over here with this week, especially with his number one player, my favorite player, one of my. I look up to this guy as a football player, as a human being, like Mr. Russell Wilson, man. This guy is just he's outstanding. I mean, if I were, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just playing. But Mr. Russell Wilson, man, he's just been doing amazing this year. Let me look at his points right here. Season rank number 4. He's a top 5 player from fantasy football. 31.78, 34.42. I'm just gonna round it off to the highest number. This guy just scores too crazy. 32, 35, 37, 22, 26, 33. Like, dude, this guy scores you at least 25 points, bro. Like 25 up. Dude, that's like the best quarterback I could ever ask for, So yeah, for sure, he's gonna be the number 1 player for Mr. El Sicario de LA for his number 2 surprise player of the week. Oh yeah, man, for sure, Mr. Robbie Anderson. He's the number 1 wide receiver for the Carolina Panthers. Maybe DJ Moore is kind of there too. They're both kind of the same, but I think Robbie Anderson is a little bit better than him. But Robbie Anderson is just gonna outperform any wide receiver, I think, this week against that Atlanta defense. So for sure, he's gonna do good for Mr. Manolo over here. And for the winner of the week, man. I look at El Paisano's team and I see I only don't like 2 positions that he has, which is Leonard Fournette, one of his running backs, and his tight end, Eric Ebron. Those 2, everything looks scary and solid, like it's Halloween. I'm shivering, but those 2 players. Nah, man. And for Mr. Sicario de LA over here, also 2 players that I'm kind of a little sketchy about. One of them is going to have to be Mr. Adrian Peterson. We know Swift is the number 1 man in that Lions team, but Adrian Peterson just sometimes finds a time to score a touchdown, I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. But this is the Indianapolis Colts, like one of the top 5 defenses this year, and so it's gonna be pretty hard. It's basically going up against the Pittsburgh Steelers, man. Like they're basically the same defense. But yeah, man. Like that dude and another one, his tight end as well, Darren Schultz. Feel a little bit iffy about that one too, but everything else looks pretty solid. I think Le'Veon Bell is going to do good. Humphreys, I think it's just going to be Humphreys and AJ Brown. And for the winner of this week, I'm going to have to give it to, let me just check on their streaks. I haven't been keeping up with their streaks lately, so. El Pisano finally won one. and Manolo's coming off an L. So they're no one's in the losing streak or in the winning streak. No one has a losing momentum or winning momentum. So I'm just gonna go off by their players, for sure. And for this week, I just feel. Yeah, man. I feel like Manolo's gonna make a comeback this week, for sure. He desperately needs a win, and yeah, I feel like Mr. Manolo is gonna surprise everyone and take out Mr. Second Place over here.
Well, yeah, we'll see what happens on that one. I'm not sure who would win on this one. It all depends on what one of those players do. Like his team is pretty banged up, and that's just the truth right now. But for sure, like there's a possibility he'll get McCaffrey back this week, but I doubt it because it's a Thursday night game, and they might just rest him. But next week, Manolo's gonna come back strong with his running back.
Yeah, for sure. So, who's your pick to win this week?
Oh, yeah, I guess I'll go with Manolo on this one.
Yeah.
It says he's underdog, and we've seen underdogs win all the time on this league. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, alrighty. You want to jump into our game of the week?
Yeah. Wait a minute. I want to make this a little bit scarier.
Okay.
I'll make this a little bit scarier, all right? Right here. Mr. Manolo. Listen to me, mister. Are you listening? Press like and subscribe, okay? And let me know that you're listening, okay? And if I see Manolo there, I'm going to know that you're listening. If you lose this week, son, you son of a bitch. If you lose this week, I made a jalapeno too.
Oh, you heard it here first.
Or, no, you know what? I'll kick it up a notch. Wait, never mind. I was about to say what's a spicy. Okay, it looks like a pumpkin, a habanero.
Ooh.
I'm gonna do a habanero, and yeah, I'm a for sure do a habanero. But you better win.
We
if you
could
lose,
have.
I'll have to eat it.
We could have two hot challenges next week.
But
I said I would eat something hot, which is probably going to be my triple X Last Dabs hot sauce, which is significantly hotter than a jalapeno. Way hotter.
Sure.
But yeah. All right, we're going to jump into our match of the week, and that's going to be brother versus brother, Ricky Bobby versus Azteca. And this is going to be a
rematch.
Really good match. Omar, I don't know what the hell you're doing. You haven't set up your lineup. So from last week, but I'll look at your bench. I'll be fair. And I'm sure Adolfo will too. Starting off with Ricky Bobby. Who else but DJ Moore? Man. He's been amazing. Last week, Chile didn't even play him. Like, what the hell, man? He's like, oh, he's been on and off. Like, I'm not sure if I should play him. But even then, like, the last 3 weeks, he's had pretty much just the same yards. What the hell? 93. He's in the last 3 weeks, he's had 3 touchdowns. He's scoring like 19, 14, 25 points. And he's going against Atlanta. He should be scoring at least 20 points on this one. And hopefully getting his 100 yards on that one. But, DJ Moore. And for, his next player, it's going to be George Kittle. George Kittle, he's been going off, man. Okay, maybe not last week when he went against New England. New England knows how to stop tight ends. If you going against New England, do not play a tight end because they will stop them, no matter how good they are. They did it with Darren Waller. They did it with George Kittle. And they did it with many other tight ends in this year. But he is going against Seattle. It's going to be at Seattle, but they give so many yards, man. Like, it's just a no-brainer. You're going to play George Kittle no matter what. And he could possibly get a touchdown or two.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah. Want to talk about Omar's team? Right.
Yeah, man. And for Mr. Azteca over here, I'm going to have to pick for his number one player for this week. Of course, this is bright and shiny armor knight right here, Mr. Patrick Mahomes. Patty Mahomes is going to make a freaking impact going up against New York at home, going up against the weakest, probably the easiest team to beat. Well, I don't know. They made the Bills struggle a little bit last week. I was surprised. I was like, damn, the score was 8-2. It was 10-18. And I don't know what's going on with the Bills. You know, ever since they played the Titans, they haven't been the same.
Yeah.
But, yeah. For sure, Patrick Mahomes is going to show up at home going up against the New York Jets. But, yeah. For his number two player, it's going to have to be, for sure. I see that he's not playing McLaurin because he doesn't have a game this week. So I don't know who he'll put there in that spot. But for his number two player, for sure, it's going to be DK Metcalf, you know. Hasn't been showing up this week. It's not his fault. Lockett has just been amazing, bro. Like, I see him play, I'm like, whoa. Did you see that Seahawks and Cardinals game? Like, dude, that was like one of the best games I've ever seen. Like,
yeah,
I didn't expect any of that. Like, I almost didn't believe it, bro. It looked like it was scripted. Like, it's just too much bullshit happening, you know?
Yeah, I personally didn't watch the game. I don't know what the hell I was doing that night, but I saw like a lot of the highlights, and DK Metcalf put on a show.
Yeah.
Going against Buda Baker and stopping that pick six.
Yeah.
Man. Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. As for you want to pick the winner or want to?
Were you first? Nah, I'll go ahead and pick for sure the winner. I mean, who else, man? Mr. First Place, Ricky Bobby, man. Ricky Bobby. Like, if you don't kill him, bro, like, finish him, you know? Like,
but yeah.
Your first place, you should not be losing to Mr. Ninth Place over here. Or what is he? Yeah.
What's it called? There's been talks that maybe Omar could throw the game, but I know Omar so well. He is just as competitive as his brother, and he's not gonna let his brother just walk all over him.
I feel like he is gonna let his brother walk all over him.
No, Omar's a different. He's a different breed.
That's just light your fire. That's.
And you know what? I'm gonna go with the underdog on this one and pick Omar on this one.
Puesto el pinche hot sauce, que no.
Oh, 2 challenges? All right.
What do you mean 2 challenges?
I mean, I'll bet against that. I'll pick Omar.
Yeah. Well, what was your first one?
Well, no, my first challenge was if I lost against my matchup. So like we could
like this week?
Yeah. You want to do that?
Oh damn! Okay, I didn't think that you did it like already.
No, I'll do another hot like okay. So let's just set this out. I have my my bet that if I lose my game against Christian, I'll eat a hot sauce, right?
Yeah.
And then you have yours, I think, with Manolo.
Yeah, that Manolo's gonna win.
Okay. So if you lose, you eat that. You eat your whatever chile, right?
Yeah, if Manolo loses, I'm made to Chile.
And then
So don't lose, Manolo.
we get if like maybe you win and I win, then nobody does anything. But then if we bet on this one, somebody has to do a hot challenge, right? So if you pick Chilean and I pick Omar to win, loser of that, my bid's on Omar, yours is on Chilean.
All right, I'll kick in another habanero. What if I'm wrong? Eat 2 habaneros.
That's what I'm saying.
Go for it.
Could be 2. Could be 2.
It could be 1. Could be 2. Could be none.
Exactly. Exactly. All right. Just keep things spicy on the show. Because last time was pretty fun. Like, even though it was hard to like talk and eat, but
I might substitute it for a bottle of Ass Blaster, or what's it called? Yeah, I think it's called Ass Blaster. But it's a hot sauce that they sell at Bass Pro Shop.
Yeah.
Bro, that's the hottest thing I've ever tried. But I love it. Like, I love the taste of it. Like, I eat food. Like, no, I like. It's not the hottest thing. Well, nah, it's fucking hot. It's pretty fucking hot.
All right.
But like, it's like good with food, but you just have to put like a drop, like. And
either way, something's gonna go down. I'm gonna eat my hot sauce maybe twice, maybe once, maybe none. So we'll see what happens. But somebody's going down. And yeah, if you guys, any of the viewers want to do their own challenge and do their own bets, we record it and we'll put it on the show for the world to see.
And you know what? Next time on the show, I'm gonna have a special guest, and yeah, it's gonna be one of my family members. Hopefully, my sister's visiting. I'll have her come in, or my mom, or a brother-in-law, or my father, and I'm gonna have them try my sauce or a piece of habanero. So you could see their reaction.
Yeah,
and so you could see.
All right.
I mean, I could take heat, but I'm just saying, like. I still suffer.
Yeah, your ass is gonna suffer.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what happened to me last week, man. Not last week, but the week before when I ate the jalapeno, my ass was on fire.
Bro, you ate that bitch like a burrito. I was like, what? Like, I can eat you like that too, but not like just like that. Like I have to drink water,
yeah,
like to help like swallow it.
I'm built different. Yeah.
I'm different.
Okay. Well, we picked our winners. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the show. For our Halloween special. The season's almost like halfway done, but in the words of Master Chief,
no, I think we're just getting started.